How do you enforce court orders that have been issued in a Utah divorce case or child custody case? Many people who have gone through a divorce or child custody case, or unmarried parents who have gone through a child custody case, find themselves at the end of the case with a decree that contains orders of the court. These orders were issued by the court to resolve the issues that arose between the disputing parties in the case. In a divorce situation, for example, the court will issue orders that dissolve the marriage, divide marital property or marital assets between the husband and wife, divide responsibility for marital debts and obligations between the ex-spouses, and it may award alimony. It may award attorney's fees to a party, and if the couple has minor children, make awards of child custody and parent time and child support. The court may issue other orders as well, depending upon the circumstances of the parties and what issues are unique to their particular case. In child custody cases, the court's child custody and support orders will be similar to those in a divorce case. Many divorced people and single parents who have court orders find themselves surprised and irritated and frustrated when the other party or parent fails or refuses to comply with the court's orders. Noncompliance with court orders can take many different forms. Failure or refusal to turn over personal property, and personal property means movable property, belongings exclusive of land and buildings, things that you can hold in your hands. And so personal property are things like furniture, cars, money, etc. Or they can be arguing over real property or trying to enforce those orders. Now, real property means a parcel of land and structures that are permanently attached to the land, such as a house or commercial building or a barn, things like that. So the non-payment of alimony, or the non-payment or non-reimbursement of marital debts that one's ex-spouse was ordered or responsible for paying, can be another issue. Non-payment of child support in all of its various forms can be an issue as well. That can include reimbursement of child care expenses, reimbursement of medical and dental care expenses, reimbursement of medical and health care insurance premiums. Or it could be a violation of restraining orders that could be the issue, such as an order that prohibits the parties from using disparaging language in their communications with one another, going to the other party's place of business or the residence or a school or things of that nature when the court has ordered that person barred from being there. Another example would be violating the custody and parent time orders, where a parent interferes with the other parent's efforts to pick up the children for his or her custodial periods and or parent time. So how does an ex-spouse or a single parent who has an ex-spouse or a co-parent who is violating court orders enforce them? That process is governed by Utah Rules of Civil Procedure Rule 7A. I have provided a link to the text of that rule, Rule 7A, in the description section of this video if you want to review it. Some people want to know if they can file motions to enforce court orders by themselves without being represented or assisted by an attorney. The answer to this question is yes, it can be done, but many people find it too difficult. Still, it would be best for you to review the do-it-yourself option before you decide whether to retain an attorney to assist you and represent you instead. That way, you know that you made an informed and a wise decision. A link to the Utah Court's webpage where you can find the do-it-yourself motion to enforce instructions page and associated forms is provided in the description section of this video as well. You should review both 1, the court's webpage and familiarize yourself with the do-it-yourself option, and 2, Rule 7A, to determine whether you are better off pursuing a motion to enforce by yourself or with an attorney's help.